This person was so on board for everything that happened in this film. I don't even know how to break down what's happening here except like slander, libel, but I guess it's petty revenge. I feel as though I am compelled to I feel like I am compelled to at least stick up for the director of the film that I'm working on. But let alone, I done known Jwad, formerly known as Eddie, I done known this motherfucker since seventh grade. Okay? If he was a fuck nigga, I've been involved in so many of his stories and like pieces of his life, from people passing away to like hanging with his grandparents, just off the strength that that's where we're going. Like, I have less bias, more just like I've done seen every moment of this motherfucker's life, pretty much. So I'm not even gonna go into the he's never apologized. Like, he's not a bad person. He got a nice wife. He got kids. Like, life is nice for him, except for this part. So let's just. This is the guy who ripped off my work. After I helped him with not just shooting his film, but casting, location, storyboarding, press releases, etc. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, the first part of the problem with that is that that's what everybody was doing. That's what everybody. You are on a film set with like six niggas. I know as a photographer and videographer, I'm also a content creator, a marketing director, sound design, like I already color corrector, fuck editor, let alone I'm not gonna sit here and parse through the language of the filmmaking world, but when you do indie shit, you take on multiple hats. It is not like I remember when I worked on the Mortal Kombat film, somehow got awards for that. Same low key issue. I don't know what the DP working with. I don't know what the lighting gonna look like. I don't know what the editing is. I asked if I could help. I'm the assistant director now. Oh shit, I gotta get everything on point. He fired me with no warning the minute my work was complete. That is not true. You was put on multiple warnings. The entire cast was coming to you. Everybody was talking to you. You know how I know? Because I'm sound. I can hear things that are recorded that don't make the film. Yo, like that's if you gonna lie, at least don't. Yo, that's what I'll be saying about Donald Trump, bro. And I know you're gonna be like, how the fuck did you get to Donald Trump? Elon Musk, them niggas. How you gonna lie when we got like you post your own receipts to deny things? And I'm like, but didn't you say Vox Populi, Vox Deus, Vox Populi, whatever the fuck that was? Oh, by the way, we're getting rid of who can see your likes. Twitter polls so much more accurate than real polls. Betting polls so much more accurate than real polls. Like, I just feel like a normal human stance at this point should be, wow, you're a fuck nigga. Why am I dealing with you? But no, we gotta parse our way through their emotions. Are they autistic? Were they loved as a child? Like, Doug, I would give you that benefit of the doubt if you couldn't buy my entire bloodline, XQC. But then you tell them that's pretty fucked up for you to say, and it's like, oh, but it's not fucked up for them to talk shit about me. I didn't tell you to become a media icon with millions of dollars. I didn't tell you to become president of the United States. I didn't tell you to become the owner of Twitter, but you did it. And all of a sudden you think you a normal person? Yeah, because normal niggas every day. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go just buy MySpace. I'm gonna rub one out and then I'm gonna just go buy MySpace. Like, what do you mean? They're giving me car ads on Instagram now because I mentioned that I need a car for these weddings so I don't have to deal with people. And like I'm seeing the leasing. Oh, you need to have 4,600 on down payment and you'll pay $467 a month. And I'm like thinking in my head, that's not a lot. But if you plan to use that car enough to justify this purpose, that means you're probably spending a lot more money in houses. You're probably spending a lot more, like, you're probably spending money somewhere. Now, you might be like, what the fuck am I talking about? And what does this have to do with this? All this shit together all binds to one, like, fatal thing. Why you lying when we got receipts? Why you telling me my phone don't listen to me, but I'm getting car ads now? Why you lying when I got receipts? Why? But before he did 90% of what he had promised me in exchange. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to tell you this right now. That's your fault. That's your fault. That's your fault. Because if I had a heart in my soul, I wouldn't say what I'm about to say. But like I've already proven myself leaps and bounds above the general videography and cinematography market. Like, I hate to think about it this way, and I really mean this from like my heart of hearts. I don't want to build an ego off of small little projects here and there. But I will tell you this. Anytime anything I've ever done, whether it be with my students, whether it be an indie film, whether it be the Mortal Kombat film, everything gets awards, everything gets nominated. I've never been left on the cutting room floor. Now, I'm jinxing myself for these odds, but as you can see from the complaints that are being given and what I just told you in the beginning of the video, seems like I'm going batting 10 for 10. I hate grand slams all the time. Why you post this? Why you post 4 quotes of it? Right now, he is intending to use and release work I created even though no contract exists between us. I am considering my legal options, but especially if you're in Albuquerque, beware of this guy. You have no legal op. See, it's why would you say it out loud? Yo, Marjorie Taylor Greene. I never said that. I do not recall. Bitch, that's you said it on tape on January 6th. Was you the pipe bomber? Just tell us. After we wrapped his project, we were supposed to work on something of mine. I sent him a message after we finished shooting saying, hey, I have a script, let's work on this. And then 2 days later, he replies that he's severing all creative ties. Coincidence? Didn't we just watch something yesterday about somebody saying that coincidence shit? And I'm like, how the fuck did you attach like a flying bird? Oh, it was the conspiracy. It was the hurricane conspiracy vaccine post. That shit was crazy. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right now. There are no scripts that were ever sent, and I know that for a fact because y'all kept calling each other. Literally, when the thing was being sent out, the shot grading sheet for all the actors and stuff. I remember specifically that y'all was on the phone so much that I couldn't get there. Then this is before I like really put in some work because obviously I gotta wait for the film to be shot in order to do the audio on it. A little while before he ripped me off, this guy gave me a weird speech about how he would understand if, as a trans person, I didn't want to work on a film about Muslim issues. I said it was fine. I didn't mind because I knew he wasn't prejudiced towards me. Maybe I was wrong.
And the rain with the boy clips. Oh, they gonna love it. Oh, but I need to know what's in the budget. 30,000. Ah, that's just a nugget. You know your boy need love. You know your boy. See you on the phone with Beasley like, oh, we gonna 1,000. Oh, you talking about a nugget? You know the boy loaded need to eat. I need more chicken, just like a bucket. Oh, I'm doing this shit for the love. I ain't doing this for the vulture. I'm doing this for me. This thing is for the culture. Oh my God! Stop fucking lying. Oh, no, I'm serious. Like I do this for my niggas up north, full of that Jack Mac that's doing the bid. For the little ones in Africa with the flies wrapped around their wrists. I'm doing this for all you people that I can't get in the crib. I'm doing this all for the kids, and that's the way that it is. Oh my God. Stop fucking.
Like, and I just had this conversation with another streamer friend of mine because he posted something about like understanding Jewish people and the Zionism thing, and he was talking from his point of view. Anyway, he said something where I could see it both ways. I can see why the replies are trying to troll you, but I can also see where you're coming from, and you're not saying anything that's actually wrong. You're saying something in 280 characters that would be thrown in a piece of a conversation. So I broke that down. The reason I was able to break it down is because I know you as a person and I know where your brain is when you see things. So I can have at least a small interpretation of, hey, even if they flaming you, I got you. I understand. If it became something like a deal, I would just simply post the explanation and you could post that. You could have that from me. I could put my name out there for you. This is the thing that like gets me about people who say things like this because every it's hard to explain without calling myself like a person's person. You know what I mean? Like I'm the cool dude. I'm the cool dude because I'm not weird. I'm weird, but I'm like good weird. Like you see me in the corner brushing my hair because my waves look crazy in the middle of a party weird. Not like I'm trying to get this girl drunk to go home and assault her weird. You know what I mean? I say that because this is a big claim. And I want to isolate the sentence itself that is the problem as opposed to addressing the entire claim because when you do that you see something very weird. I would understand if as a trans person you didn't want to work on a film about Muslim issues because what do I keep hearing on Twitter every day? Why are you supporting Gaza? That's like chickens for KFC. So besides any of your cultural understandings of it, it's okay that your identity might make you look at me slighted for choosing to believe in a faith that might reject you. That is a normal sentence. That is so normal that, like, that's actually quite gross. And I don't mean bad gross. I mean, like, oh, that's so wholesome. Like, like thanks for giving a fuck. Thank you. I'm a dude to play the dude. The sky, that's another dude. Like, what the fuck do you mean? I said it was fine. I didn't mind because I knew he wasn't prejudiced towards me. Maybe I was wrong. What the fuck do you mean by that? You just gave me the clearest understanding of like any trans person's most nicest asked question of all time. Like you're on blue sky, so I have to know by some point or another that like I have to know at some point or another, like, you feel unsafe on other platforms. I wonder why. More. Keep thinking about how, and this was 2 hours ago. Keep thinking about how we were supposed to shoot this over 5 days. He condensed it to two. How, how was I supposed to have a second camera operator? How I was supposed to have a second camera operator that never materialized, and now he has the nerve to insult the quality of my work, but he's still happy to use it. Look, 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 look. Mom, you should come hang out with us at VC sometime. No, don't do it! 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 You have no idea what it's like with them in VC. You have no idea what it's like with them in VC. Yo, they turned my partner against me within 2 minutes of them meeting. And you don't know, no, they, you will be there forever. You will fall in love with it, and then you'll just end up being there at 12 o'clock, 12 a.m. on Discord talking about dum dum day, like it's as with an old raggedy halter top that say yeah boy, you just screaming, like the army did. Anyway, I'm interacting with my chat right now, and you can't see it, so let's address the final claim. Look, I don't like being an enemy to artists, any artist. We are all, whether we are the most garbage, whether we are the most shitty, while we are the most like, you could be just 4G auto blow, 4G auto blow. You're a sellout. You're a sellout. You're a race trader, whatever. As an artist, it is still hard to get up to there and have confidence to even produce this shit. Because you could be listening to it and be like, yo, this MAGA rap is garbage, bro. Yeah, but they going to eat it up. You still a face of that. So I'm not going to shit on an artist ever, even if it's bad, because like it still takes courage to even put pen to the paper. I'm going to tell you though, I've sat and watched a film called We Need to Talk About Kevin, starring the now, I think, playing his literal life, Ezra Miller. Had mad stars in it. Had mad stars in it. If you've ever heard of this movie, We Need to Talk About Kevin, it was released in 2011. I watched it for the first time about 2 weeks ago. It was an indie film. And that indie film had so many blurry, out of focus shots, had so much this and so much that, so many close ups, shakies, this, all contributed to the story. It was so well done that I looked at it and I was like, even if I didn't fuck with this film, even if it was too heavy for me, this cinematography is insane. When I tell you this shit looks like it was shot on a Canon T3i, when I tell you this looked like one of my kids' films when they first tried to hold the camera before I brought my own because I was like, this shit is trash quality. It looked like it was shot on something that like, it looked like it was shot on something that like, you remember the Zune? The Zune had a like an extra compartment that I think that Microsoft tried. Anyway, it was called I think it was called the Zoom camera. It was something where basically it was like the brand new vlogging camera that they were trying to come out with, and it was nice and square. I forgot it, and it flicked open, and you could like hook it. It was like a flick. I think they called it the Flick HD or something like that. That might have been it. I'm not sure. It looked like it was filmed on that. It looked like you were trying to film this and this is what I mean by like I don't want to like be critiquey because like you're coming at another person trying to slander their name and here I am trying to critique your work so you can understand how to make it better. Like I'm giving you such a benefit of the doubt cuz like you're pulling everybody who's involved on this film into it by trying to say that somebody out there is transphobic. Like what the fuck? He's not happy to use it. Zune was the MP3 player, right? There was another component. There was another device. There was another device, and I think it was called the Flick. But we'll get back. We'll get to that in Twitch. Right now, we're doing this for the YouTube. To finish this off, I I can't quantify how amateur some pieces of this film look. Like, if you give me 5 shots, let's say, 5 shots, you give me a wide, a medium, close, tight, and 2 close-ups. I have to cut in between those in a way that feels purposeful. If some of those shots are out of focus, if some of them are unusable, I can't cut around it in a way that makes me feel comfortable. Because I want people to, when he hears the words classic all the time, you always see a zoom in on his eye and you see his eye go out, but it's only a couple frames. If you don't give me a focus shot of that, I can't put that in the film, which delays the progress of all the other shots because they're all set to build that up as a concept, a motif within the film. This looks like it was filmed because you asked me to. And that's the best way to describe it. So all in all, I say it once and I'll say it again.
Stop acting like you know the way ahead, like you know the rules. There are no rules, man. We're lost.
No,